This is the house, and that's the church beside that. And this house was owned by a Yap family, married with the Sandiego. Now we call this house the Yap Sandiego Ancestral House. It was built sometime 1670.
Wow.
The original that we have it here is made of coral stone, the post, the floor, the stair, the wood, and the roof. That's the original of the house. YouTuber kasi.
Oo. And channel.
This area is a Chinatown. So if you are during the time, because we have Colon is named from the Christopher Columbus. But supposedly that we call it Parian area.
Parian area.
Means barter and trade. In exchange, because Chinese came here, meet with our king, do barter and trade. Because we Cebuano Filipino native Mali people have our king, we call it the Raja Humabon or the Dato Raja Humabon. It means there's a lot of gold to do exchange to the Chinese, because we are innocent people that time that do barter with the self-lot of porcelain, yung palitan. Yeah, that's why the Cebu originally called it Zubu turned into Cebu. Cebu means pronunciation of the Spanish people. Cebu. That's turned into trading market. When the Spanish people arrived also here, that's the time that they tried to buy some spices. But they realized that the island of Cebu is a lot of gold, because each one of the Filipino people have wearing gold. Because during back days, if you are wearing gold at time, even your teeth, the bad spirit will never close to you. That's the reason of the gold that we have it. That's why we are wearing gold mostly. But if you don't wear gold in your body, but your teeth it's a gold, that means that you are protecting also. That's how the reason during that days. But now they don't want it to put the gold in their body because they want somebody stole it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So that's the reason that they never wearing gold anymore in the Filipino. Even the foreign people, they never wear gold. But during back days, our native Filipinos owned the island. It's called Cebu. That's the time that we are wearing gold. And we have a lot of gold in this island. That's why this is a rich country during back days. And then a lot of gold. That's why there are many foreign people came here to do some business purpose. That's why it's a trading market was started doing here. That's why we have a lot of furnitures. We have a lot of artifacts and porcelain that came from foreign people, brought it here in this island, and they changed into gold. The Spanish took over in this island starting 1521 with the Magellan. That's the time that we are convincing to become a Roman Catholic, and we are baptized already, and including the Queen. And the Queen received the image of the Santo Niño. That's the time that we have a Sinulog festival here in Cebu in the month of January 3rd Sunday, and this is the reason that we have it a festival, because of the image of the Santo Niño that we are believing. But our devotees or our saint that they have believed is the Virgin Mary, not the Santo Niño. It's the Virgin of Guadalupe. That's the reason that they have. Now this house is owned by a Chinese family. One Sandiego came here, but the original Sandiego is from Obando, Bulacan. They came here in Cebu together with the priest, because the priest was assigned on that church corner. Sad to it, the church was destroyed
Already
during the
destroyed.
fire. People are so much jealous of the Chinese community during back days because the altar of the church is made by silver and gold.
Ah, okay.
This is the church, this is the house,
The house.
and that's the church beside that. And this house was owned by a Yap family, married with the Sandiego. Now we call this house the Yap Sandiego Ancestral House. It was built sometime 1670.
Wow.
The original that we have it here is made of coral stone, the post, the floor, the stair, the wood, and the roof. That's the original of the house. All these furniture does not belong to this house. These are belong to the different family of the other houses that we have. They brought that back here so that you can see the using and the making of Filipino people during back days. Because the house originally only the structures that we have it here. Because during back days, this house was used as a boarding house before this family was received. When they received already, they destroyed all the structures and used the original structures that they have it here because they are covering the whole area, even the roof also. Even the second floor that we have is the original residence, but they turned into rooms to make it a boarding house. That's why the floor is not originally, it used to be mud area. And this is the reason the family used to open to the public because they want to expose to people, to Filipino people, to reminisce natin eh. This is how we are seen because all of us Filipino are the same furnitures that we have it.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, yun. Kaya naalala mo, ito yung reminisce natin eh, kasi we have already yung mga ganon. Kasi dito sa talaga, tayo Pilipino, kamukha-kamukha na lang natin yung mga ginagamit. Pati yung mga structures ng houses, na style ng houses, ganito. Ito yung estilo. But if you are ordinary family, use this long table, long chair, use the bench, and they are using our hands and flip up the feet, and we eat
like that.
This is the reason the Filipino culture, because we don't know how to use a spoon and fork. That's the time that we are learned so much by the Spanish, kutsara, kutsarita, and use it for a Filipino formality that we have here. So this is the 10th generation. The main entrance of the door is that because of the facing of the sun. And that's the window. This is not the main entrance of the door. This is the purpose for the business.
Yeah, because it is along the road.
Because that area is a church eh. And then we're always facing the sun. Even the church that we have it, it's always facing the sun. So it means the lower part of the house is used business. But as Filipino, we use the lower part for animals.
Yeah, silong.
That's how we call it silong because of the animals that we have it. Can we move it here?
Okay, yan. Pwede pa lang umupo.
That's why we are trying to preserve it, this one, so that you will see the using of the Filipino. We call this one is batibo. This is the chair they use for it, American colonized house. So in the time of the Spanish, that we are using, always having like a chair here. Solihia. And this one is a Chinese version of the Holy Family because some of the Chinese people are converted into Roman Catholic after marriage. But the Chinese will stay longer here because they do business purpose. What they did, the Spanish people do, if they found that you are a Chinese, you will be deported. Go to China. So what the Chinese do is they change the family name. The Herrera, Gokongwe, Gosmeña, Veloso, all over those people that the wealthy family are Chinese.
Chinese.
That's the reason there are many Chinese people living in this area. Not good enough color. When you are taking picture with this, the color will be appear in your camera. The reason that they have it here is because these are the heart of the Filipino people from Bohol. Because all the Filipino people from Bohol, they always make it like this and transport here in Cebu to sell it to the people, to the wealthy family. That's why we have like this. Even our churches during back days, we have the same like this. But we are taking pictures during back days is the black and white.
Yes.
But now it's a colorful that you can see the original color in your camera already. It's a sporting already. Did you notice why is it our Philippine, why is it our Santo Niño is showing their boots and the leggings? Most of the Santo Niño that they have it is not showing their boots. They're not showing their leggings and the bloomer. In days in Cebu, we let it show to the people, to the whole world. It means our Santo Niño, the color is brownish because we have brown color because of the Mali people. But this one is a black because it also represents for the Filipino from the northern part area. that we call it the Negritos people and the Indonesian people, and this is the black color. But we let it show to the people and this image, and then also the boots, because the boots is represents what the Spaniards people are wearing, the boots and leggings also. And that's why Philippine country were colonized by the Spanish people during back days. But originally Filipino and the Philippines is not called Philippines. What did they call it Philippines before?
I don't know.
This is our nations that do have a wealthy. That's why we call it Maharlika.
Maharlika, yeah.
That's the reason that we are not Philippines originally.
According to...
The reason that they have it because they found it a lot of people in the Philippines.
Okay na, ito na. Bantam.
Chicken is the purpose for alarm clock.
In the morning.
In the morning, around 4 o'clock in the morning. So women are ready, or our parents are ready to cook. And those are the 10th generation. This is used for cooking, for having a big celebrations that they have it. Like a birthday, anniversary, you need to cook here. Fiesta, and that's the 10th generation. The guys wearing the polo or the barong, it's with the collar, it's just a Chinese influence. And the girls is wearing a Filipiniana dress, and we call it, the person's wearing it, it's Maria Clara. The other Filipiniana is got a butterfly sleeve. And during the American time, we used the butterfly sleeve. During the Spanish time, we used this one. It's Filipiniana dress.
Yeah, now.
You're a wealthy family.
Yeah.
That's the original. It's 1450. Still have water. The Odette happened in this country. So we get the water from there.
Okay.
The reason that they have it a well. Okay, that's the boat.
Yeah.
It's the boat that we have it here, used for trading. And that's the glass balls, call it buoy or boya. Those are the goddess that we have it, because we Filipino people are pagans. And we have a goddess like this. And also the nature that they get. Now that's the trading market when the Chinese came here. They do give it some black pearl and white pearl. That's how they do trade. That's why Cebu is call it a trading market. Can we go upstairs and we see the original residence? Residence of the family. This is how it looked like. The right corner of my hands, that's the kitchen and the dirty kitchen. And the left corner of my hands is the living room and the room. So now, identity of Filipino, how wealthy they are, is looking to the floor. The bigger, the wider the blanks, the richer you are. And we never ever put the nails here. We are only use wood pegs. And then there's an eye on the wood, and this is the eye. It means there's a hole on that eye. It means you are trying to look downstairs. That's our CCTV.
At that time.
Yeah, at that time dito ka magsisilip. You know.
Okay.
Kung sinong tao nandun sa baba.
CCTV.
Okay, move here. Dito. Marami. They never cover it.
Okay.
And that's the oldest Colon Street look like. The oldest street in the whole country, in the Philippines, biggest street. Sad to it was destroyed during World War II. The roof of this look like a Chinese. And we have the roof here, call it the Tigula. This is the original. One piece of that is almost 10 kilo or more. Because when we have make this one, during back days, if you are the worker, your basis of the making of the Tigula is the basis of the legs that you have. You form into legs. That's the original. Never use the cement. In between, we are using only egg white and limestone.
Yeah, I know.
That's the reason that we have it. All these furnitures that belong to the family. And here, this one is carnival glass. When you get this one during back days, you play bingo. When you win bingo, you get the whole prize. That's why Filipino people are much more gambler. Gambler is just playing game, only for enjoying your life, not gambler for losing your life, losing your house at the same time. Grabe si Val, baka na. Okay, we have a chair like this. This is called an American style stars. American. This one is a lazy chair. Tama na.
Kamulula. Pero I can't remember where is it from. Wala
Yan na,
nila.
Gino.
Inanay good.
Ano, carving?
Ang dili na ko sure saan. Pero inanay style pa.
Okay, parihan. Okay, move here.
Yeah.
Kaya taga Cebu. Ito.
Patay guys kung mama.
Cebu, Bohol na.
We're from Bohol originally. Then Cebu namin nag-get. My father is from This is the old and iron clothes.
Ah, okay.
Charcoal here.
Before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second iron clothes that
Yeah, I
we
know
have
it.
is the sharpened
Yeah,
iron
we have it
cover.
before.
That's this one is the original. And this one's for the hot chocolate. And we have the whisk.
I
Whisk
cannot
instead
get.
you do like this. Bohol is from also
Sikwate.
those. This is not sikwate. This is
Ay, parang-
bitter.
Di ba
Hold
parang
here.
sa?
Hold this one. Pull up.
So may
Ah.
nagwato na na sir.
Bitter. Whisk. This is the whisk that you pull here.
Or gamitin lang siguro itong lula para sa'yo.
Wash the dishes, wooden sink, drain the water down to the plants, and drain the water here.
Same.
Leftover food used for the animals, and we'll let it open this one. And the jars used for cold
Same.
water that we have. That's our refrigerator. And here, the current room.
Yellow.
Okay, if you have this one in your home, it means this is called a rocking chair, but this is not the rocking chair, but this is the original. Call it deliver baby.
Ah.
Spread
Deliver.
your legs, and your baby will be here. This is
Wala
called
kang
deliver
hospital,
baby. That's our costume wearing during the Sinulog Festival here in Cebu, because the family is always keeping to dancing the Sinulog Festival here in Cebu. That's the bed of the family. I never sleep there. One time I sleep here,
Then.
I got a lot of scratch on my hands. That's why I'm not allowed to sleep again in there.
Oh.
I sleep on the floor. I live here for almost 10 years in this house. So I sleep in this house to take good care, because if you are not here, nobody stay in your house, it
Yeah.
means your house will be collapsed, starting the kitchen.
Yeah.
The follow will be on your house, slanting. Then, if I stay here for long years, or anybody stay in your house for
yeah.
long years, your house will be standing alone, because your energy will be protecting the house so much. That's the reason that we have it here.
Okay. Yeah.
Picture tayo?